Is the frequency in use? Frequency in use? Nothing heard. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? I thought not. You'd be on here talking already if there was, I imagine. And I haven't heard, and I've been sitting here for 20 or 30 minutes. The net may be broken at any time for emergency traffic. Just jump in and say you need help. Call 911 first, though, and we'll keep company in the meantime if we're able. If you need any other help, we'd be glad to help you too. For information on the net, you can see us right now on YouTube. Just look us up on, look me up, look up the display on the radio. It's done a live feed. It's on YouTube in the search block. Just type in my call, K4PEW, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. You can also see some information on our group and what Simplex is all about on 146415.net, 146415.net, or you can look us up, where is it? On the groups.io, groups.India Oscar. That's the, you just look it up under MJSS, that's Mount Juliet Simplex Society. And there's some information there about the group as well as an ability to sign up for the email, reminders for the nets, etc. We normally meet here on, or you can email me. That's right, forgot left that out. The Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey at ARRL.net. K4PEW at ARRL.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday night and Saturday night. We're often here during the week as well, many times day and evening, just shooting the breeze or talking amongst ourselves. We conduct the net up obviously on 146.415 FM Simplex in case you are off frequency. First net is to have fun. Figure out who you can hear, can't hear. Maybe you keep a list, and hopefully you can figure out how to do better with whatever resources you have. As I've said many times, you buy the best antenna you can afford. That's really the issue, and the one your wife will let you afford. Just try to keep the J-pole out of the attic, and you'll do much better. Let's see, any other announcements? Oh, yes, announcements for tonight. Tonight, of course, we have the net, and that's going to be followed by the 10-meter net on 28.415. That's 28.415, which we do every Wednesday and Sunday night. Sunday, it's at 7:30 p.m. And then tomorrow night is the Bowling Green net. And they have a Simplex net up in Bowling Green. If you have to have a pretty decent antenna or a beam pointed in that direction, but it's 146.430. 146.430, and then also that's at 7:30 p.m. At 8 o'clock, conveniently, is the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club's information net on 147.105, and that's got a PL of 156.7 and a plus offset. Let's see, is there any other announcements? I don't think so. Does anybody else have any questions about the announcements or have any additional announcements? I might as well mention that Saturday night we also have the same net, the 2-meter net, followed by the buy, sell, swap, and swindle net for traders and whatever, and then that's followed by the 6-meter upper side. No, excuse me, 2-meter upper side band net on 144.240, and then we follow that up with the 6-meter net on 50.135. But we send out reminders for all of that. So it's kind of a lot of information just to take over the air like this. Anybody have any questions about any announcements or have any other announcements? Alrighty, we got a quiet crowd tonight, at least on this part of it. We do the, by the way, this is net number 613. We'll be jumping next month. We'll be in our finishing our 6th year, somewhere around the 20th maybe of next month. But we're number 613 right now. We're starting from the east. We do the lightning round check-in, which is your call, your name, and your location, please. So I don't have to stretch my brain too far about where you are. I know many of you where you are, but some it takes me a while to put the cast in the lockbox of my brain if there was one.
Yeah, for your stepping.
What's up, Richard?
Good evening, Bob. everything's under control. Just checking in and check in KI4SOR. Thank you.
Okay. I was about ready to call in. We were starting from the east, but you'd be from the east. Hold on one second. So anyway, we're going to be taking those check-ins, and well, Richard already checked in. So, but we're starting from the east, so we'll start taking check-ins now. Unless there's any questions or comments about the comments about the schedule, about the announcements.
KM4 Wow.
Hey, where you been, man?
I've been right here listening. Listen, I just wondered, do you have to be a member of the NRA to shoot the breeze?
No, you don't. That's for certain. You weren't getting any text today, were you?
Actually, I ran off and left my phone at work. I haven't had a phone since I've been off work.
Okay, well then you're going to be surprised when you get to work tomorrow.
I'll bet.
No, it's nothing terrible. All right, very good. No, you don't need a license to shoot the breeze, but you do need a permit.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
All right. All right. So, without the phone, man, you don't even know what's going on at all. That's terrible.
I'm lost.
All right. Very good. Anyway, we were checking in Richard. We're starting from the east here. That's Richard, KI4SIB, and he's also checking in his KI4SOR, which is Daphne, which is his better half there. And appreciate you both being there. Who else is next east? Please come now. No one else east coming now?
K4DEZ, Earl and Nori.
Ah, very good, Earl. I guess James must be busy, man. He usually jumps in there feet first. But I hope you're doing all right, Earl.
Yeah, doing well. Just sitting around, pacing the floor and riding the storm out.
Yeah, we haven't had much of that today. We did get a little bit of rain, but nothing too serious. I just all I did today was make it so I couldn't mow the lawn today, which I was hoping to do this afternoon. Now the lawn's all soggy. Just rained enough to be soggy. All right, very good. Who else? That was Earl Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu, and he's in Noreen. In case you couldn't hear him, he's kind of in a bad spot to some of you, so I may not be able to hear Earl. But who else is next east?
W4EBX.
Hey, how are you doing tonight, Eddie?
I'm doing fairly well. Got a little paint done this morning on the house, and well, it took me about an hour, but that's about all I can take of it. Hope everybody's doing okay.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that painting's you ever going to be finished with that?
I hope I finished it up this morning.
Ah, very good. That was Eddie. He's in Gladeville. Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray. He is he's a ham radio man, retired and a painter, and not the Michelangelo type of painter. All right, who else is next? East, please come in. East or west? East or north? Excuse me. East or north? Please come in.
KB9RKK. Frank and my Juliet.
Very good, Frank. You sound good tonight. Looking forward to hearing you on the. What night are we doing tonight? Oh, on a 10 meter. We always have a good signal there as well. That was Frank. He's in Northwest Wilson, still in Mount Juliet, I guess you call it, but that's Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. Who else is north?
WV0NOO, Mark in Northwest Wilson.
All right, Mark. You sound good as well, as always. Kilo Whiskey Bravo 9, November Oscar Oscar. We're missing is not Larry. I haven't heard him in a couple of months. Anyway, I always remind you. Your call reminds me of his. By the way. Anyway, that's Mark in Northwest Wilson, Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar. Who else is north or east? Please comment.
Alpha 4 Delta and Dan in Mount Juliet.
Ah, very good, Dan. You sound good. I wouldn't expect any different though. And relatively close as you are. That's Alpha 4 Delta Echo Dan in Mount Juliet. Who else is north?
KS4 FAX.
All right, we had a double in there, but Otis won. It was Otis, Kilo November 4, Foxtrot, Alpha, X-ray. You can hang out for the 6 meter in a little bit. I'm sorry, the 10 meter, excuse me.
I'll be there.
All right, we'll try to get in over there as quick as we can, get you into bed. Who else was the other double in there for north?
KC9 ETS, Paul, North Mount Juliet.
Very good, Paul. Good to have you in there. Good signal. All the Mount Juliets are easy, though. You guys could be on one lot. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra Paul and Mount Juliet. Who else is north? Northeast, north, or west, please come.
WA4ZHI.
Boy, you came in there late. You must have forgotten momentarily, James.
Yeah, I was working on my computer and I forgot about you.
Oh, man, that wouldn't happen too often.
Well, you know how it goes.
Oh, I know. That's very good. No, I was expecting you to come in right as soon as I started. It's because we're starting with the East tonight. Anyway, that's James, Whiskey Alpha 4, Zulu, Hotel India. He's right here in Mount Juliet. In fact, I was in your neighborhood the other day, isn't? That's the first time I'd been back there. We drop something off at somebody's house, and it was on. Oh gosh, I forgot the name of the street. You know the street that goes right there next to the Bow Wow or whatever it's called. James.
I think that's So-Called Drive.
Yeah, but that's first left there, whatever that's. I forget. You can forget Trail Run. Is that what it is?
Oh, there's so many with similar names I can't remember them all.
Okay, just curious. No, that's the first time I've been back in that neighborhood. Anyway, it's a nice neighborhood.
Yes, real nice. Nice houses.
Yeah, very nice. It's the people you got to worry about, not the houses. Very good. That's James here in Mount Juliet. Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, just right about here in the middle of Mount Juliet. Who else is east, north, or west?
KM4YRF, Mike in Belshire.
Yeah, very good, man. Everything else going all right except leaving stuff at work?
Yeah, I think it was because I went and got my stitches out this morning that I forgot my phone.
Maybe they took out more than the stitches.
It could have been. It took her a few minutes.
Yeah, you know, one time when I had surgery, I had a gallbladder removal and a fairly, about 8 or 10 inch horizontal scar across my abdomen. And quick, stupid surgery story here, because that's one of the few, very few of them. And I went in to get the staples removed. They had those metal staples because there was internal stitches and then there was metal staples on the outside. And I got there and it was like the doctor's, I swear she was the secretary. She goes, "Oh, go ahead, pull up your shirt and lay down on the table here." And she pulled out all the staples and then she poured some kind of ethanol alcohol in it, which was a few times I've had tears come to my eyes. It stung so much. I think it was actually a battery acid. But I thought maybe they need a regular person in here instead of the secretary.
I hear that. The nurse took my stitches out. Not a pain to be had.
Oh, very good. No, mine didn't. I'm pretty sure she wasn't a nurse. It's only been, oh my gosh, that's 30 years ago. So it could have been a neighbor who did it. I don't really know. Anyway, that was Michael. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee, Romeo Foxtrot. He is in Belshire. Anybody else east, north, or west?
KG4 CXE, Chris and Dawson.
Very good, Chris. Good to have you in there as always. That's Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. And I take it you're doing well. You get any more work today?
Oh, I was totally busy today. It was nice. To be completely honest, I'm happy to be busy again. And some great signals coming in tonight. Heard Earl, heard Richard, and Frank blew the doors down at like 30 over. It's crazy. Good conditions.
Yeah, very good. I figured you must have been busy. I didn't hear you on the air at all today. That's why I thought you must have been busy. You had mentioned you had some more work coming in. Anyway, that's Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. And Chris is in Donaldson with a real nice antenna, but it's inside because of some restrictions and time and space over there with the neighborhood. Who else is east, north, or west?
Kilo X-Ray 4 Delta Queen.
Ah, very good. I believe that is Ron, is it not? Kilo X-Ray 4 Delta Queen.
That's right, and sometime soon there's a Diamond X510 antenna showing up here.
Oh boy, I tell you what, you're gonna have to turn down the volume and you're gonna have to stand back from the radio. You're gonna hear so much stuff.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. The current situation is even a problem when the WQRS goes on Simplex.
Will they do that? How often do they do the Simplex on the WQRS?
Roughly once every 6 months.
Really? That's it?
They've been spending more time on 6 meters on a more regular basis.
Ah. I know I don't want to break up the net for this. Why would they do the 6 meters more than 2 meters?
You may have to ask Ed Hutchins. He's, I think, the assistant district coordinator for Aries, but he's been supporting it. Everybody else is trying it, I guess, for the fun of it.
Okay, no, I'm just curious. I'm not critical of it. I'm sure he has a good reason. I've heard very nice things. Everything about W Cares I've heard is always very good, and seems to be an excellent agency of doing things over there. I'm just curious why six, because just from our point of view, when we do 2 meters, 6 meters, and 10 meters, we only get about 10 or we get 30 to 36 on 2 meters participants, but when we get to 6 meters, bam, it drops to a third of that. And it seems to exclude people on the net when you do 6 meters upper sideband or 6 meters FM.
Well, they've been doing upper sideband, and it prompted me to put up a Squalo 6-meter folded dipole antenna recently, and hopefully this coming week I'll get a chance to check it out.
Oh, awesome. Well, very good. Well, I like it. I mean, we did that too, and a bunch of people here on this net had either upgraded or changed, put in a 6-meter antenna just so they could mess with our net, so and I'm sure they had fun otherwise. But yeah, no, it's a good thing. I just wondered why W Cares did it, because I know they've done some simplex, but just not. I don't know. I just think that I thought they were doing it once a month, the simplex on 2 meters, but that I might be mistaken. In fact, I'm probably mistaken about that.
They also do 2-meter simplex on a rotating basis too. Once a month they have what they call altered net, and it follows their regular 8 o'clock Monday night net, and it's a variety of different modes and frequencies.
Ah, very good, very good. I knew they did. I just didn't really know what their schedule was, and I would probably, if I lived in Williamson County, it would be different. And I would participate if I didn't already do what I do. So I'm not putting them down in any way. I'm just interested in what they're doing. They do a lot of good stuff. Anyway, that's Ron, and he is in Brentwood, I think. Isn't that where it is? Did I get my memory right?
Oh, I-65 is the Nashville Williamson County line.
I-65 and Nashville County line. All right, I got it. Yeah, good old I-65. All right, very good. That was Ron. Kilo X-ray for Delta Queen. He's over in kind of Brentwood area. How's that? Who else is west? Please come.
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donald.
Very good, Jack. Sound good. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Hope to see you over there on 10 meters tonight. Who else is west?
KN4, OXN, David in Nashville.
Very good. There's David in Nashville. Kilo November 4. Oscar. Oh, it's X. Yeah, see, my X's look like K's when I write things down. Crazy as that. Oscar X-ray November. I did get that right, didn't I, David?
Yep, you got it.
No, I was not writing very clearly there. Well, good. That was David in Nashville. Kilo November 4 Delta. Oscar X-ray November. Who else is west, north, or east?
Kilo Delta. Whiskey Echo, John and Bellevue.
All right. I got you, John, but you stepped all over a kilo. There was a Kilo Delta 4. His signal was a little less than yours. Who was that Kilo Delta 4 station?
KD4 CVE, Greg and Antioch.
Very good, Greg. Yeah, you got. You're probably. I think John's probably using 100 watts, John.
Yeah, about. Let's see, the LP meter is showing 97 watts.
All right, very good. That's why you jumped all over Greg's signal. Well, that's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, not Echo, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Greg in Antioch, and we had John Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo with 100 watts. Was there anybody else that John covered up?
Whiskey 4, Mike Uniform, Foxtrot.
Hey, Jimmy, I haven't heard from you in a net or so. Are you doing all right?
Yeah, doing pretty good there, Paul. How about you?
Doing good. Your signal looks real good tonight. I just hadn't heard from you in a net or two. I couldn't remember the last time since I don't keep a running total.
Yeah, it's been a while. Had a few medical problems We're okay.
Okay, very good. Hope it's nothing serious. I mean, I know none of us are, well, most of us aren't spring chickens, let's put it that way.
Oh, that's true here. That's for sure.
Yeah, very good. That's Jimmy. He's in the northeast corner. Well, not east corner. There's a corner way out there in Mount Juliet, but he's up there north of the Mount Juliet High School. That Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot. You can find him on QRZ that way too, up by Lebanon Road. Who else is west? East, north, or west?
5 TAW, David, and Madison.
Ah, very good. N5 TAW, David and Madison. And you doing all right, David?
Doing good. Just got off a 2.5-hour Zoom call, so I'm pooped.
2.5 hour what?
Zoom conference call.
Oh, I didn't understand it when you said Zoom. For some reason I thought you said son, and I thought, well, I know he's not talking to the son, and maybe he has a son. But a 2.5 hour, man, it was all work related, was it?
No, it was Civil Air Patrol related.
Ah, very good. Hope it was productive for 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, it's going to go for another month, so I hope so.
Oh wow. Well, very good. And again, November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey, and it's David in Madison. Who else is west or south? Let's move on.
Okay, 4IDC mobile.
Hey, with a no mobile station in there, Robin. Where are you mobile, Robin?
I just rolled into my driveway.
Okay, very good. That's Robin, Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie, right down there near Percy Priest, about 5 miles south of me, and he's mobile. Who else is west or south?
Kilo Nevada 4, Victor Tango Hotel, Mike and Antioch. For Yankees, Bill, Murfreesboro, no traffic.
Ah, very good. That's well, I had 2 in there. The Kilo November 4 Victor Tango Hotel. That is, who is that? I forgot.
Mike over here in Antioch, just south of you.
Ah, very good, Mike. That's right. Kilo November 4 Victor Tango Hotel, and I also had Bill in there, who is gosh, Bill, I forgot you. I know it's November Yankee. What's the first part? Kilo Mike 4.
Oh, Mike 4, November Yankee, Murfreesboro.
Yeah, very good. That's Kilo Mike, right? Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee.
Affirmative.
Yeah, just be sure here. See, if you're just a participant, or somebody's on the other end, you only have to remember your call. I have to try. It sounds a little weird, but when I do 30 or 40 or whatever calls a night, it gets they start to get jumbled in my brain. I'm sorry about that, Bill. All the times you check in, I should know it perfectly. Anyway, Bill's in Murfreesboro. Kilo Mike for November Yankee. Who's up next? Either anywhere, including south.
Kilo W0GZR.
Ah, very good. I got Mark there in East, or well, I just call it Nashville. Everybody's Nashville. Whiskey 0 Golf Z Romeo. Was there another station in there?
Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee.
Hey, how are you doing tonight? I hadn't heard from you in a while. See a Zulu Golf Yankee.
I'm doing well, very well there, Bob. Appreciate you.
Yeah, that's we had just a little bit, but you guys got quite a bit, I think, didn't you? Okay, very good. Yeah, your signal was bouncing around there, so I didn't hear it very well what you said. But no, we just had enough rain here to make me not mow the lawn, and that was my excuse.
Well, I guess I'm not making it well tonight, but anyhow, I appreciate it, Paul. I know there's more in here and want to talk with you. And thank you for letting me and K4 Z
Yeah, very good. That is yeah, Eddie. It's Eddie, right? That's I had to get the name straight in my head.
Yeah, they Ray, Tennessee.
Yeah, no problem. I I had a kind of a brain freeze there for a moment, Ed. And Ed's in Shelbyville, and he's got a great signal tonight, considering the distance, but he's normally a little stronger. So, are you using your beam tonight, Ed?
Yeah, I'm on the beam. It may not be on you tonight. I tried to turn it second way, but I don't. Sometimes it gets off.
Very good. Anyway, you're doing a good job, though. In spite of it, I am able to copy it pretty well. I don't know who else can hear you, but that's Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee, and it's Ed in Shelby. It's actually near Shelbyville. It's a little place called Shake Rag. Who else? Anybody else? So I did hear Mark in there. Mark, you doing all right? Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo.
I'm just swell. Yeah, and I was able to mow my lawn today.
Very good. Most of the rain, it just kind of moved around today with scattered showers, obviously.
Yeah, it rumbled around, and I thought, well, it's going to rain, and then it didn't, and then we heard more thunder. Yeah. Finally, it did. Rained about 10 minutes. It's nice light rain, but nothing since.
Yeah, very good. Anyway, that's Mark, and he's in Smashville, or I guess it's what do you call it with the mask? It's Maskville, the mandatory mask. Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo. Anybody else south, east, north, or west?
Kilo. Rockwell.
I think there was a double in there, but I did hear Larry very well. That was Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Good signal. Were you copying Ed in Shelbyville?
Oh, yeah, I had it full scale.
Okay, very good. There must have been some disruptions in the force between me and him, because he's usually much better than it was. Kind of had a lot of static in there. And very good. How good to have you in there, Larry? That was Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor, and he's in Rockville. And who else is anywhere? Yeah, actually anywhere, but south is where we ended up. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Tango Zulu. I believe that's Johnny. How you doing, Johnny?
I'm here.
All right. Well, as long as you're sitting upright and taking solid food, we'll take that.
Okay.
Very good. That's Johnny. He is in, I forget. You call it? No, that's right. You're in Inglewood. How could I forget? Inglewood, just a little bit west of the, what do you call it? Well, it's not the Ryman Center, but it's the what do you call it? Not even the Grand Ole Opry, but that's where they do the Grand Ole Opry, is over there at the hotel complex. Who else is south or anywhere? W3JCH. I forgot the name and the location on that one.
Justin and Gallatin.
I'll get that right one of these days, Justin. The J stands for Justin, I take it.
That is accurate, sir.
All right, I'll have to. And the how long have you been in this area with the 3 call?
About 2 months. That's a vanity.
Okay, so you wanted, it's the only one you could get with the JCH was the 3, huh?
That is a copy.
Yeah, no, I get it. No big deal. I can't even remember where 3 is. Where is 3?
I honestly don't even know.
I know it's easy for me to look up here, but it doesn't really matter. It's just that the 4 call encompasses so many states. It's all the way from, I forget where it ends, but it's all of Florida, and Florida is the 4th largest state in the nation, and then you throw in Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and it just gets to be a big it's a lot of people in that 4 call.
Copy that. It's odd. I've tried checking the net many times before, and I'm actually sitting in my driveway. I did get a new truck, and I've got a new radio install, but the same install as the same radio and antenna that has the last truck. But this place got some hear me now. Maybe I did a better job installing this one.
Oh, very good. And that's a mobile antenna you have on the truck there?
That is correct. Actually, a glass pass-through, like the old cell phone antennas on cars.
Ah, very good. Yeah, I've got one of those as well. It performs horrible on my through glass antenna. It's just, if I try to get any distance at all to it, it stinks. But hit me again with where you are.
I was in Gallatin, right at Hartsville Pike and Airport Road.
All right, very good. In Gallatin. Whiskey 3, JCH, Whiskey 3, Juliet, Charlie, Hotel. I couldn't think what J stood for. All these years, and then just breezed by me. Anyway, that's Justin, Whiskey 3. I think you're only 3 call we have on the ever on the net, so you're special tonight. Anyway, good to have you in there, Justin from Gallatin. Who else is? And the first time he was able to, well, not the first time, but he was able to get in good with a vehicle, mobile antenna, mobile unit. Who else? Anybody else? Late check-ins? Any place, anywhere, please come in. Got nothing. No lollygaggers, sandbaggers, late sleepers, early sleepers. Nothing.
Don't forget the donglers.
That's right. We got the SDR dong. We got the the SDR donglers. That's what it is. Or actually they're not donglers. They're donglers. It could be donglers. Nobody with the scanner listeners or nothing. Huh? All righty. Well, let's move right over then. We did have 26, 27, 28 check-ins, which is kind of we run around the average somewhere around 30 or 32. I don't really keep a running average list, but it's always in the, if I look back a couple of nets ago, we had 35, and I look in another net and we have 36, and another one we have 30, another one we have 26. So generally it's around 30, 32, something like that, which is huge by anybody's standards in Simplex, and it's even huge for many nets that are on repeater systems. Just as a quick story, I told this a long time ago, but a friend of mine in Florida, he did a net on this huge repeater system. They were like on 4 commercial towers. One was at 1,000 feet, and then the others were smaller, but they were spread out over the East Coast, and they covered most of middle Florida. It was huge, probably half of the Gulf of Mexico, maybe more of that. And he used to do an Aries net on that thing. he'd get like 6 or 8 check-ins. And I was working Simplex from another, from a hospital location, and we used to get 25 to 35. I said, man, what's with that repeater, man? Is everybody afraid of that thing? But anyway, that just for some reason repeaters just don't get the. Let's put this. Williamson does a great job on repeater with their nets. I believe that's on Monday nights. And then of course they do the Simplex. I'll have to find out more about what they're doing, so I don't sound so dumb about what they do over there. But I know they do a good job because everybody I talk to who's either taken their classes or worked with them on their antenna building or anything, I always hear good words about them. Anyway, let's move over to any other commentary tonight about antennas, or somebody else has just heard Ron talking about getting. You say they were going to get the 510, Ron?
That's going to be in the place of my old X30.
Oh yeah, well, I'm pretty sure you're going to notice the difference if it's it's going to be at exactly the same height.
Well, the 510 is 17 feet long, and putting this up on the mast that it's on, in the location it's on, is going to be an interesting challenge.
Yeah, it was a challenge putting up a 24-foot. The X700 is a challenge.
Did you use any tricks to stabilize it while you're trying to attach it to the mast?
I think each time I have done that, I was in a position with both the ways I have put one up. I bolt it to the mast while it's laying down. And then usually with somebody's help, I get it pushed up and we secure the mast on whatever it's secured to.
Yeah, that's what we were going to do. It's just in a kind of an awkward location. The Squalo we just put up was probably 25 feet up, and the mast is attached to a post that's about 8 feet up. And it's just trying to stabilize it so it didn't go flopping off to the side.
Right. No, it's the whole antenna. That 510 weighs a little less than the 700, and I'm guessing it weighs, I don't know, 4.5 pounds, 5 pounds. So it's not like it's something that's horribly hard to manage. If you can't get it if it starts to tip in another direction. It's just that it seems a lot more problematic, because I put up I have, with the current thing I've got going on, I can take that thing and lay it on the ground and put it back up without assistance with that 24-foot antenna and a 25-foot mast.
Yeah, I think we can do it. It's, the mast is Schedule 80 PVC. It's about 8 feet long, and then it's attached to a post that's about 15 feet up to begin with.
Aha. And how big is the PVC mast? I mean, what's the size of the pipe?
Schedule 80.
I mean, what's the Schedule 80? What's the diameter?
It's a 2-inch OD.
Okay, that should do the trick. You got to be careful with the PVC, because it has if you get it in if you use a much longer length, it has a lot of flexibility to it. If it's not secured, if it's not secured to something.
Well, this is Schedule 80, it's really thick walled, and it's got a wood rod up the center of it as well.
Ah, okay. So yeah, you've got some added. That was my my big caveat. That word I hate to use. The big, because warning sounds worse. No, there's when I put up a mast, I had put up what did I do? I had a 10-foot piece, and I don't remember the pipe size, to tell you the truth. I want to say it was 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches PVC, and I believe it was Schedule 40. I don't think it was Schedule 80. I didn't have anything in it secured, and I had that thing up there. And as soon as I put it up, me and this other fellow put it up, we realized as soon as we put it up, it couldn't stay up there because it was like a big piece of wet spaghetti up there. So anyway, yeah, to use nice rigid materials. And then when I had the tornado come by, it took my 1.5 inch. It wasn't rigid pipe; it was electrical EMT pipe. What they call it, like electrometallic pipe, electrometallic tubing, they call it. And it bent that right over at a 90-degree angle with those whatever. I don't know what the wind speeds were, but they were pretty high. So yeah, always use galvanized pipe, for major stuff. But you sound like you got it well in hand. Any other commentary about antennas? And that I hear Ron says he's putting up that Squalo. Was that whose Squalo was that?
You would ask me. It's some little company I'd never heard of, but it's a nice little piece of equipment. It's well put together.
Are you talking about that PAR antenna?
It may be. It's been a while ago since I bought it. It took me quite a while to get it up, but it's made out of aluminum pipe and some solid aluminum fittings, and it's not a bad little piece of equipment.
It's not. It isn't shaped like a D. Is it? I mean, kind of like a D, and it's straight on one side, and you have two pieces kind of fit together on the other end.
Yeah. Well, you fit two pieces that look like C's facing one another, and it winds up then being square overall.
Okay, very good. I think that's a little different. You'll have to, yeah, if you don't mind, put that up on the web, which one you got, because I'd like to, on the reflector side, other people would like to know what you're using.
Okay, and in a couple of days, maybe I'll get some experience with it and see if it works. Oh
yeah, well we'll be back here on Saturday night. If you can get it up before Saturday night, we should be able to hear you.
Oh yeah, it's up now. Just haven't been a net or contacted try yet to see if I can make it work.
Oh, I assure you, if you get on here in the evening, if you wanted to take the time to do that, and you get somebody to be a taker to help you with just a little test before the night.
Yeah, I may do that one of these nights, providing we don't have more electrical storms every evening.
Oh, I know that. Was there another party in there, or am I just hearing noises on the ear?
I think it was just noise, Paul, because I heard it too.
Yeah, it almost sounds like somebody else is talking over somebody. That funny, that noise you get.
Yeah, you were asking earlier about the 3 calls. That would be Delaware, D.C., Maryland, and Pennsylvania. Thanks to Mark.
I didn't remember that was all 3. I couldn't have defined it properly. I know where 2 is, I know where 1 is, and I know where 4 is, but 3, yeah, number 3. All right, got it. In fact, I had a map here, but I think I threw it out. I had the whole map of all of the calls, and now I don't know where I do it. Well, very good. Was any other discussion tonight before we move on to the 10 meter net?
W4AWE.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Ron is going to absolutely love that X510. In my opinion, having used a 510 as well as an X700, I think for price, physical size, and performance, the X510 is probably the sweet spot bargain in the Diamond 2 meter 440 line. He will be stunned at how well it does.
Yeah, no, I believe you're right, John, because again, I almost felt I don't think I knew the difference when I bought the X700. I mean, I knew that it was the most expensive antenna that Diamond sells. In fact, anybody sells in a dual band antenna. But the issue is I bought it, I went to the top and blew the money because I'm net control. I felt as though I had to have the best antenna available. But for everybody else on the net, if you're happy with what you hear with the 500, which most, like you said, John, you can hardly tell the difference. I'm not sure you can tell the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I was never in a position where I could A/B the two, but just from having a 510 up for a little while and then later putting up the 700, for me, the performance basically was identical. But undoubtedly, the 700 is certainly going to give you better receive because it's got much better capture ratio.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. It's just amazing to me that under almost all conditions, I can work up into Kentucky with a vertical, which is, I'm not saying it's unheard of, but you don't hear much of it.
And the 700, actually does give you a lower angle to the horizon, which is, I mean, we're not talking about skip since this is line of sight, but as you keep stacking those collinears on top of each other, the angle lowers down to the horizon, which does make it, that's where most of the gain is coming from over the 510.
Yeah, right. No, it's, I'm telling you, it's just, I hate to keep bragging on Diamond, but I have a hard time believing that let's see, the X510 is what, about $200, 210?
Somewhere in there, but it's, for the way it performs and its size, and it's really not that hard to wrangle getting it up. As long as you try to keep it vertical as you're handling it, you won't get much of the fishing rod effect. And I'm actually surprised at how reasonable the price on it is.
Oh yeah, I am too, because they could probably get, because you figure the X700 is, well, I don't remember if they charge for shipping or not, which I think they do. So we're talking the difference between 400 and 210. They could charge 300 for that and get away with it.
I agree. The X510 lists for $199 right now, but Gigaparts is selling it for $179.
Oh my gosh, $179. You guys better pay attention to that. If anybody looking to upgrade their antenna, an X510 for $179, that's awesome. And that was Gigaparts?
Yeah, I don't know if that deal is still good, but it was last weekend.
Wow. Yeah, I think they had a Hamfest special or something with 10% off or something.
Yeah, it was something like that. And my order for a IC705 just went through. HRO is going to deliver it middle of September.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Nice to see people. That's what I really have liked about doing the net and seeing other people do things. It's not just me, but it induces them to be more active in some ways because there's a lot of people on the air and there's somebody to talk to, and it gives them an ability to communicate and practice communicating. So they tend to want to do more, whether that's new antennas or new feed line or taller antennas or better radio. So yeah, it's been a real pleasure for me to watch this thing grow. Not just me, I've been doing the same thing. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, from what I'm doing here. But it's nice to see other people upgrading because we've seen. I'm willing to bet there's around 11 or 12 X700s that have been purchased in the last couple of years, and then there's I don't know how many of those 510s and the others, the 50s and whatever those numbers, X300 I think. But anyway, and it doesn't matter because there's other fine antennas out there. I just happen to be real familiar with the Diamond.
Well, for another time, there's going to be a need for a good multi-band HF antenna to go with the 705 when we have a planned long trip out west in the fall of 2021.
Ah, well, you can spend quite a bit on a nice screwdriver antenna if you want to do it that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We've got an Outback, and it's a new one, so it's got composite bumpers. I'm trying to figure out how to attach it.
Well, some of those nicer, bigger screwdriver antennas, a lot of them will install that on a trailer mount, on back and underneath the rear bumper, or maybe through the rear bumper on your car.
Yeah, I have to look into something like that, and probably also some sort of portable antenna to be able to take off the road, go hiking somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's several options there. You might want to ask on the group about what people have had good luck with. But yeah, it sounds like you're really going to have a lot of fun out there on the road.
Yeah, I hope so. And yes, I'm open to suggestions. When the 705 arrives, then I get it unpacked. They'll start thinking seriously about an antenna.
Yep, very good. All righty. Any other commentary about antennas or anything related to ham radio? Stay away from politics. I've had enough of that for a whole lifetime by this point. But, yeah, politics or COVID-19. Those are the two subjects we're avoiding at this point.
KB9RKK.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, Frank?
Good. I was just going to make a couple of comments. I got the 510. It's definitely worth the trouble to put up. And, sometimes I'm going, oh, well, I would have more capture, like somebody just mentioned with the 700, but definitely he's going to enjoy that big time. And then the other guy, he has a true squalo, as in square halo. What the rest of you guys have is an omni-angle. It's a folded the dipole's folded and bent and stretched into a triangle, and it makes it 360, and then he's got a box to bring the ohms back to 50, so it work with coax.
Right. That's why I was. Sometimes the terms elude me because I don't think that power antenna calls theirs a squealer.
Yeah, it's an omni-angle. That's what he calls it because it's like an isosceles triangle. But they did a lot of tests on it. I'm really impressed by it, and for the price, it's like $100. I mean, that's a good antenna. But it's just you can't just click on the website and order. You gotta contact the guy and he'll make it for you. But that's neat. And then you were talking about screwdriver antennas. I keep forgetting I have one. It's probably I could have bought 3 of your Diamond 700s. What that thing costs?
Well, you must have bought one of the Tar Heels or something.
No, Scorpion. And I got the the base version with 8 radios and a big disc. It can actually do 16 radios on it to do the different bands for putting it up in the air. And I built my own mast that goes 50 feet. The problem was the antenna weighs 40 pounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't think I've seen it. The Scorpion. Huh? I wasn't familiar with it.
The audio was gone or somebody covered you up, which is almost impossible for somebody to do. But anyway, I just threw it in there. And see, I didn't mention the unmentionable thing. So back over to you, KB9RKK.
All right, very good. Was there somebody else trying to break in there?
W4AWA.
Hey, John.
Before I forget, an idea for Ron. Comet makes a fairly new screwdriver antenna that is a vast improvement over the Yaesu, I think it was called the ATAS 100 or something like that. But the Comet, I think it's a 300 or a 330, and Diamond makes a very, very heavy duty hatchback lip mount, or it's a heavy duty clamp mount, and you can travel real easily with that Comet antenna because it'll just screw on and off and put it up when you want to use it. And it's got rave reviews, and it's sort of an overlooked antenna. Well, thanks for the idea. I'll have to go take a look. For that square
though that I put up is I found the paperwork. It says M2 antenna systems.
Oh yeah, the M Squared makes some great products.
Yeah, I guess M squared.
No, that's all right. You can't put squared on their website. I mean, on when you're putting it in the web, it's just a 2. So that's how I did the same thing. It was M2, and then they call it M squared. So I'm not sure why it's M squared though. But no, they make some great products. The beam I have is a 9-element. It's beautifully made.
Well, this thing was 50 ounce impedance on the analyzer. As soon as I put it up, and I moved the tuning block up to shorten it a little bit and move the resonant point up to about 50.4 megahertz. But there's enough width to the usable SWRs like it's to do the 5125.
Right. Well, John was mentioning I've had for many years I've had an ATAS 120, that Yaesu screwdriver antenna, and the drawback to that is you have to get an adapter for tuning it because it's made to hook straight up to one of the Yaesu radios, like the 991A or the 857D or the 897D, because that's what it's made for. And it only does 40 through 10, so it skips 80 and 160, and it doesn't always tune well on some of the in-between stuff. I don't know if I've ever worked 60 meters or not on that, but anyway, now you're just a Scorpion. I don't know, it sounds pretty expensive.
$850 by the guy that he's out in Arizona, big time 17 meter guy, but I was looking for the best one, and that was probably it. But you know, I don't even have a truck. I took it down, and I'm saving it for when I get a bigger vehicle. But it's a bit overkill. I was kind of naive getting into it. It was before I knew what I was doing.
I still don't know what I'm doing, Frank.
Well, not that I know now, but you know what I mean. I didn't know what I even know now.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, we're learning something new every day. How that thing must be huge. Must be the size of a Maxwell House coffee can. I mean, the diameter.
Yeah, it might actually be bigger. It is huge. I'm gonna say it's probably 6 inches.
Wow. Yeah, that's reduces your gas mileage. That's for sure.
Yeah, and he makes one for the military. That's 2 of them. Like a dipole, so it's an adjustable dipole. And you know, people put those in their attics, and I was going to do that, but then I was looking at the price tag, going, "Oh God, I can't afford that." And so then I decided to go with the base one with all the different whips, and it works, but I just couldn't get it more than about 15 feet off the ground. I couldn't lift it by myself, so I didn't know. You know, I wasn't on the net. I didn't know anybody. Didn't even know all these hams lived out here. It was a long time ago.
Well, that's one of the comments about the net that we've had over the years is that because I didn't know where any hams were. I'm new to the area, and I'm trying to figure who I talk to. I don't know anybody really in Mount Juliet. And I was messing around with some people in other clubs in Nashville, and then when I started the net, all of a sudden people jump in and go, "Hey, there's somebody to talk to."
Exactly. I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing it, but you know, thank you for doing the net, because that's one of the main things that's improved the situation here for everyone. It made us improve our stations, gave us, you know, things to do, and it's great. Thanks again, KB9RKJ.
Oh yeah, it's caused that. Thanks. But what the real thanks is, I've caused myself to spend quite a few bucks and quite a few hours and quite a lot of frustration getting things the way I want them. I'm sure everybody else has too.
You're probably on every wife's hit list.
I know. Jim down in Woodbury, she makes him close the ham shack door when I'm talking.
Yeah, that guy makes you spend money. Stop talking to him. Anyway, thanks again, KB9RKK.
Yeah, very good. Okay, listen, let's move over to 10 meters unless anybody has any objections or emergencies.
Man, that antenna's doing you a great job, Frank. KG4CXE, just had to throw that in there.
No problem, Chris. Yeah, everybody sounds pretty good. I think conditions are also really good today. And, you know, I heard, I'm forgetting the names, Shake Rag today for the first time, because it's the first time I heard him check in since I had this antenna up.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that was Ed. It was a little rough to me sometimes, so I don't know what the deal was there. But let me move over to 10 meters unless anybody says has got any objection. All righty, I'll be there momentarily. All right, this is K4PEW, the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 28.415 upper sideband. Who we're starting in the same way. Who's here from the, we're starting from the east. Please come in.
KO4DTZ.
Hey, nice signal there, Johnny. KO4DTZ. Who else is east?
Echo 4, Delta Echo, Zulu, Noreen.
All right, very good, Earl. Sound good. Who else is that's Earl and Noreen? Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Prior to that, it was Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Tango Zulu. Who else is east? Please come in. Over to the north, then. Please come down. I got Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-Ray Otis in Hendersonville. Seth, thanks for sticking around, Otis. Almost forgot about that. I was going to try to keep it shorter, but I didn't. All right, who else is north or east or north? Please come in.
KM9RKK. Northwest Wilson.
All right, I got Frank in there, and I heard Mark in Northwest Wilson. That's Kilo November. Yeah, man, I'm going to get my, still doing it wrong here. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar. Is that who Mark was?
That's me.
Very good. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar Mark in Northwest Mount Juliet, Northwest Wilson County. Who else is east or north? Please come in.
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra.
Sound good in there, Paul. That's Paul here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Who else east or north?
Whiskey 4 by Uniform Foxtrot.
Yeah, you sound good as well. Which antenna are you using up there on 10 meters, Jimmy?
I've got a Hustler vertical I use.
Very good. It's doing a good job for you. Very good. That was Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot Jimmy in here in the northeast corner, part of Mount Juliet. Who else is east or north? Over to the west.
KM4 YRF Mike and Belchar.
All right, I got Mike and Belchar. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Anybody else west? Yeah, you're gonna have to get that antenna outside, Chris. I can hear you, but it's still a little low. Are you hearing him better than I am there, Mike?
I'm hearing him great.
All right, very good. No, you're doing all right. It's just a little low, that's all. That was Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, and it's a little low because it's partially because it's inside his house. So that's one good reason. He's just trying to microwave his brains. That's not really microwave, but just RF on his brains. That's Chris, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. You'll be able to visit him over at Summit Hospital here in a week or so from Fried Brains. Who else is east, north, or west? I heard a weak station there. Who was that? It was a Kilo call. Who was it? Kilo X-Ray 4 Delta Queen. A little bit low on the quality on the audio there, but I am able to copy. I had to turn it up a little bit there, Ron. That's Ron over there in 65 in where it meets up with Nashville. Who else is that's Kilo X-Ray 4 Delta Queen, by the way. Who else was in there? There was another party in there, I think, from west. I'm sorry, one more time, a really low signal to me.
N5TAW, Paul.
Wow, that's awful. You're normally better than that, David. Are you doing something different?
No, I don't think you're here today.
I can hear David talking. I just can't understand what he's saying. I mean, it's not high enough audio for me to hear it. Or signal's not good enough, or I'm not sure what the whole deal is there. But I don't remember his signal. Is he a low signal to you, Michael?
No, he's got a good signal to me.
Yeah, there must be something going on between me and him. I'll have to make a note of that, see what happens next time. Anyway, good to have you in there, David. That's November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey, and that's David in Madison. Who else? Normally, Madison's good to me for most things. Who else is north, south, east, or west?
KG4 ILV, Jack and Donaldson.
Ah, very good, Jack. You sound good. You changed mics. That's right. You got that new mic, didn't you?
Yeah, it's nice.
Ah, it almost sounds like you're on a broadcast station now.
Oh, great. Thanks for the report.
No, it just got a nice, solid feel to it. You know, it's got some robustness to it.
That's my first desk mic.
No, it's a good one. I mean, where'd that run? About 150?
Well, actually, it was a gift.
Yeah, so it didn't run anything. That's better.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah, very good, Jack. That's Jack Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. He's in Donaldson with a new microphone. Well, relatively new. New to him, anyway. Who else is north, south, east, or west? Please come on.
W0 GZR Mark in Nashville, John in Bellevue.
All right, I had 2 in there. Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo and Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo. That was Golf Zulu Romeo is Mark in Davidson County, I'll call it. And then John in Bellevue, Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo, both with both signals, by the way. Let me see what else I got in here. That's a lot of people in there tonight. Who else is in there? Any place, anywhere? I'm not copying that station. I can hear it, but I can't copy. Michael, can you hear that?
Barely, Paul.
Yeah, I'm afraid to turn my volume up anymore.
That last station that checked in, please call again.
Ah, that was India Lima Hotel. That's who it was. And I got that one right this time. You didn't copy that one, Michael?
Yes, I did, Paul.
No, I just wondered. I just was writing. I was counting up numbers here.
I didn't get the name on that one, though.
You can just try it one more time. What's your call and your name so everybody can hear it? You're not able to copy that either there? It's really bad. It's bad to me. So are you able to copy it, Michael?
I could not copy the name.
Anybody else copying that?
M4ILH.
It is KM4YLH, ILH, I believe it is. Kilo Mike 4 India Lima Hotel, correct? I don't know. I'm not hearing. Is he transmitting at all? Because I can't hear it now.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything at all.
All right, one more time. I'm just trying to figure out why the signal's so poor. You should be better than that. Nothing. I'm not copying them now at all. I'm not sure who that is. I should know who that is. I know I've copied that signal before, the India Lima Hotel, and I'm embarrassed to say I don't have that call in front of me.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, please do. Anyway, hold on, everybody. Just give me to do a good count here. Yeah, all right. Anyway, Mike's looking it up at the moment. Hold on one second.
The call was wrong because that's a guy in Texas.
Well, I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it momentarily because I feel kind of silly that I don't have it right in front of me.
Well, I guess it actually could. Well, if y'all hear somebody that's from Texas, let me know. I'm pointing right out.
What are you using for a beam there, Johnny?
My wire is in there, and that's pointing right at Texas.
Ah, okay, very good. Well, it's annoying to me that I don't have that call properly documented here. It kind of ticks me off. Well, anyway, let me close it. We had 16 check-ins. We're counting that one at 16. We had a great net tonight. Appreciate all the check-ins. And let me just do a rundown without messing. I can't include the last one since I messed that up. But we got Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo, John and Bell View. And we got Mark, Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo. He's in Davidson County, Nashville. Got Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. He is in Donaldson. And David in Medicine, November 5, Tango Alpha Whiskey. Ron, Kilo X-Ray 4 Delta Queen in near I-65 in the Nashville County line. And Chris, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Mike, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Jimmy, Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot here in Mount Juliet. Paul, Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra, also Mount Juliet. And Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. Northwest Wilson, and Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Frank, also up in that area. Northwest Wilson, Mount Juliet. Otis, Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-Ray, and Earl, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu, and Johnny, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Tango Zulu, and then we have myself, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. And glad to have everybody in there, and unless there's any late check-ins, I'll shut the net down.
Did you call David? M5TAW.
Yeah, sure did. November 5 Tango Alpha Whiskey.
All right, I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah, that made 15 and one question mark because I got to figure out who that is. Anyway, have a great night, and we'll close the net down. Appreciate all the check-ins and the participation and comments. Good night, everybody. 73.
Thank you, Paul. Great job, Paul. You deserve an award, Paul.